It's exciting to think about painting a room. Maybe you're ready for a new look because you were inspired by a great photo or a cute little B&B you stayed at on vacation. So you head to the paint counter, grab handfuls of paint chips, and then doubt sets in. One color starts to look like the next. If you find yourself getting derailed before you've even brought home any paint, then here's my advice. Leave decisions about the specific value, tone, or shade of the color for later, and focus on how you want the room to feel. The way people feel in the presence of certain colors is very consistent. Blues are calming, reds are stimulating. But you probably already know what colors you're leaning toward. So to create a mood in the room, consider the way lightness, saturation, or the undertones of other colors will set the tone. Deep color, rich shades, and warmer undertones in general create atmosphere and ambiance. Most colors in their lighter or less saturated versions create a soft, restful, and airy feel. Undertones of another color can lend their energy to a color. For example, a beige or white becomes more stimulating with undertones of warmer shades added, and more soothing with cooler colors added. Certain colors evoke specific emotions. So here are some general tips about what colors work well or not in certain rooms. Bedrooms are for comfort, even reflection. You can create a sanctuary with calming colors or a cozy escape with colors that are more enveloping. Bathrooms tend to be smaller with lots of hard reflective surfaces and textures. This may surprise you, but bold color can be fantastic in a bathroom. Deep colors can make the walls recede, and the contrast of shiny, glossy surfaces against a rich color can be striking. Kids' rooms should be fun and reflect their personality, but they can get busy with toys and bedding already adding pops of color. Little girls tend to gravitate towards fuchsias and cupcake icing pinks. Little boys lean towards those bold superhero or comic book colors. Intense colors can wind kids up. Instead of an all-over bright color, try a compromise. Keep the main color more of a pale shade with a hint of gray to it. Bring in brights as accent colors for furniture, curtains, bedding, or even a graphic on the wall. Rooms where you entertain or celebrate need a sense of atmosphere. Here's where red works great. The color actually stimulates the appetite. Energizing orange and yellow work as well and can warm up other colors to create ambiance. In that dining room that only gets used once in a while, it's a great place to be more adventurous with deep, rich shades. In everyday spaces, you usually want color that doesn't compete with furnishings, accessories, or adjoining spaces. To avoid a cluttered look, select a backdrop of color that brings it all together. Workspaces have a lot of requirements. You want the room to be personal, energizing, and productive. But what you do there has everything to do with the color you choose. A design studio can be more artistic with colors that stimulate creativity, but strong glossy shades can distort colors you're working with, and darker colors will absorb some light. In general, go with a calming color that has a hint of energy. A warm white, calming gray, or blue counterbalances the pressures of work. And make sure your lighting is sufficient if you choose saturated colors. If you're having a hard time deciding on a paint color, it's best to take a step back and simplify your options. Start your project with an idea of how you want the room to feel. Get inspired by colors in the surfaces, textiles, or art in the room. Narrow down your options using tips on what works well for the room. And above all, remember, paint is a very personal choice. Choose a color that makes you feel good. Don't be stifled by rules. Talk to an associate at your neighborhood ACE for more help choosing your perfect color and a high-quality paint. And find more design expert tips and paint color advice at acehardware.com.